Hi, Jason here, and in this video I wanted to tell you about my 5 favourite things about the Polestar 2, and some of them apply specifically to this model that I'm in right now. This is the long range, but it has the Plus Pack, and some of the features are my favourite things are to do with that Plus Pack. So if you're thinking of buying a Polestar 2 or leasing one, then take that into consideration. You might want to get the Plus Pack after you hear what I say. So the first thing that I really love about the Polestar is the drive. The feeling of the car, it's very, very planted. It grips the road really, really well, and it just feels like really solid and secure. So great car from that point of view. The handling's just really, really good. It's just that little bit more sporty than most electric cars. I suppose it is, after all, supposed to be Volvo's sport brand, so it's meant to be. But it does just feel that little bit more like a sports car. So really, really like the drive overall. So that is my number one thing that I really like about this car, and that will miss when I don't have it anymore. The second thing that I really like about this car is the Harmon Kardon surround sound. So again, this is because it has the Plus Pack. I really, really like the sound quality, and the addition of having that subwoofer is really good. I'll just turn the camera around and you can see the actual system right now. So this is what you're getting. You're getting that Harmon Kardon surround sound, and it makes a difference. You know, you've got, because of the subwoofer, the depth of sound's really good. You also get surround sound as well, so that's a nice touch. It doesn't go as loud when you put surround sound on, and I found that with all cars that have surround sound, but it does I do think it's a little bit of an improvement over the original normal system that's put into the standard version of this car. So that's the second thing, is the sound system. So the third thing that I really like about this car is the dashboard sat nav. I think that's a really handy thing to have. If somebody is playing around with the main screen, then, you know, like your passenger is there changing songs on Spotify or something, and you're navigating, driving, you know, somewhere else you don't know or whatever, it's really handy to just be able to just still look down in your steering wheel there and see this. Let me just show you it right here. Go, you've got your sat nav just there, and that's so handy, you know, if someone is messing around with this screen right here. So I really do like that. You can get rid of it if you don't want it there all the time, just by pressing a button, and then it will just go to sort of a bigger speedo, and then it just misses. It will put the basic directions right in the middle, like an arrow showing left or right or continue for so many miles, but it's very, very trimmed down if that's your preference. But I do like having that map there. It is handy. And of course, you don't get that on the likes of the Tesla Model 3, which I've also had for a few years previously, and I do like that. So that is the third thing. Let me just... There we go. And this highly professional video. As you can tell, I don't do this for a living. This is just me and my little camera phone. And yeah, just my little microphone here from Amazon. So next thing I really like is right above me, just here. And again, this is a Plus Pack feature, and it's the Panoramic Roof. I was quite happy without one. As you are, until you've experienced, you know, the best thing, and that is this. It does lighten up the whole car. It does, and I think it's well worth it. There's a tiny little projected light up here with the Polestar symbol on. I don't think there's really any point in that at all, because you as a driver never see it, you know, and as a passenger it's kind of tucked in anyway behind this top surface there, so I'm not really that fussed by that. But I do like the panoramic roof. I do think it lights up the car, and it does look really nice from the outside too. You can see just that black roof, and this is a white Polestar 2, so I really like that. With the black on the top there, tinted out, it looks really dark, same as the rear window in this car. So that's a nice feature to have, and probably worth paying that extra for too. Now, the next thing that I really like about this car is the mirrors. And there's a lot of people do love these frameless mirrors that come with the Polestar. Let me show you them right now. Let me just switch there you go. They're just really nice. What a great design they are, you know. They don't do anything particularly different to any other mirror. I mean, you know, you can adjust them like this and so on, but that's about it. Up and down, left and right. But it's just the design of them, really. They just look really nice, and they make this car stand out from, you know, the others out there. So those are the main kind of things that I really like. The final thing that I love about this car, there probably is more, but just the main things I really like about it is the infotainment system. You know, having Android, even though I use Apple computers and absolutely love Apple computers. I'd never used an iPhone. Well, I did the very first one, but I just don't get along with them. I much prefer the freedom of Android without being locked up in Apple's world on the phone. So Android in the car was just an absolute bonus for me. And we can see the main system that you get, the infotainment system with this car right here. I'll zoom out again here for you. There you go. So this is it. I mean, even if you are an Apple guy, don't worry, because you've got Apple CarPlay right here, you know, so you'll be at home too. But I just love the fact that everything is Google in here, and if you use voice control in this car, you're going to be speaking to you know, Google and just the Google Assistant, and just doing all the usual things that you do. You know, hey, what time is it? Hey, can you just turn up the heated seats? Can you you know, switch on Talk Sport radio or whatever? It will do all of those things for you very, very easily. And with so many cars now, they've got their own voice control system, and they almost always absolutely suck. And in fact, you can probably see some of my other videos that I've done on this where I've tested them out, and they're just not very good. Whereas, of course, Google is doing this day in, day out, you know, all around the world constantly, and so is refining itself and getting better at listening to people and understanding what they need. So this is a great system. You know, if we look at maps here, you've got Google Maps, which is brilliant. You can have the proper satellite picture on there and everything. You can log in to your account, so then you can remember all of your previous destinations and all of that good things just there. You've got Spotify, you've got Bluetooth that you can just, you know, feed your own stuff through. YouTube Music as well, which is getting more popular as more people sign up to YouTube Premium and then get that for free. And then you've got your phone controls just here and some other bits and pieces. You've even got like an app store. I can't remember how you get to it. Oh, just down the bottom there, you can see you've got your app store. And these apps are specifically for this car here. And you can see there's all sorts of different radio stations and different things like that. So this is just a dead easy system. You've got rear view camera on this one. This particular car actually does not have the same amount of cameras that the other Polestar standard that I did. I think it had the Pilot package on the last car, and then you get like all the cameras all around the car, which is great. But this one just has a standard one reverse camera, but even so, I like it and it does the job. But as you can see, everything is just super easy to use. It's very fast, very fluid. You can control how much you want to charge your car up to, just with a little slide there like that. And it just works beautifully compared to some other systems which can be a bit sluggish, because again, these companies are using their own software. They're just not as good as the likes of Google, who is a software company, of course, and not a car manufacturer. So I think this trend of having, you know, Google and people make the software for the cars, I think it's a good thing, and I think it's going to be the way forward really for a lot of manufacturers, and it's going to save them on costs too from developing their own, of course. So that is about it. There are other things that I really love about this car, but those are the main ones. And I will miss this car. This car is actually going back today. It's going back to Elmo. Elmo is a car subscription company. There's two of them out there at the moment that are the big boys. There's On2, who I usually use and who I'm getting a car from next. And then there's Elmo, which I've used to have the Polestar 2, because On2 didn't do the Polestar, and I really love the Polestar, and I wanted to try it out. So I've had this a good few months now, and I've done a couple of thousand miles, been all over the UK in them, and I think it's great. But if you are interested in doing what I've done really and try this car out without committing to it, I encourage you to check out Elmo. There's a link underneath the description that will give you £50 off your first month. You can have it for 1 month, 2 months, whatever. and you just pay a all-in subscription that includes your insurance, maintenance, everything, and then they'll just deliver the car to you. Same with On 2, they literally just deliver you the car. You get charging cards as well, so that you can go and charge the car for free if you don't have a home charger, or if you're out and about on the road. So it's a good system. I really like it. A car subscription is definitely for me, and it gives me a chance to try out loads of different cars and make some videos which hopefully help people like yourself make decisions about whether or not these cars are any good for you. So if you've liked this video, please do like and subscribe to the channel. I'll also put a playlist up for you after this that will show you more videos about the Polestar 2 that I've done. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.